create more and more mental landscapes, joyful, optimistic, healthy. Look, it brings us back to the topic of thought. Thought creates. So for us to be able to create, the tip is right here, mental landscapes. We must always envision positive things. Here's a tip for you if you're in pain. How often are we in pain? Back problems, toothache, headache, whatever. The first thing you should do, mental landscapes. Remember this well, mental landscapes. Blur your mind, start thinking about happy, beautiful things. When you see a beautiful rose, visualize it. Passed by a street, passed by a garden, visualize that rose. Save her image. And then when you start to feel pain or anything, whatever is bothering you, immediately visualize that rose. Imagine that flower right away. And you will see how by creating visualizations, you will reduce the impact of pain and suffering because it will shift your focus with all your spirit right there in that moment for the pain from your physical body, from your mind, will shift towards something happy, something beautiful. And you see how at that very moment, you start feeling better from that pain. You start to forget about her. And she no longer directly influences your brain. That's the first thing we must keep in mind. And it immediately brings up the issue of mental landscapes, joyful, optimistic, and healthy. Start to visualize something. Whenever you lie, guys, be healthy, be happy. Whenever a sad moment comes into your life, a depression, an anguish, immediately think of something good. Remember something good. Family moments, those with grandchildren, those with young children. Visualize something good. Remember good times right away. You'll see how relief for your pain will come just as quickly. Look, most of our diseases are in the pessimistic minds. The mind can be likened to a house. Disease and health are like two people who want to live with you, and it tastes very different. Unlike health, illness doesn't cherish a clean, airy house decorated with love and peace. Look, so first off, the illness needs you. Cultivate. And how to cultivate? With despair, with sadness, with low spirits, with something negative, with negative thoughts. Is this what sadness is like? Is this what illness is like? Disease settles in your physical body and in your spirit. I always like to remind you who are coming to our programs for the first time. In our program description are the links to previous programs. So if you want to watch previous programs, you can follow us. The YouTube links are right there in the description of this program. Why do I like to remember that the disease, it starts from the inside out? Mr. Fonseca, I don't have. When someone gets cancer, how does that work? From the inside out. But it's not in the physical body here. It is. But why into the physical body? Because you allowed him to lodge in your spirit, in your perispirit. And he takes residence there in your physical body, in your perispirit, in that energy. Because we are energy, everything is magnetism. And have you seen what magnetism can do to water? We have to remember that Spiritism has a very heavy pillar called science. It's one of the biggest pillars of Spiritism. It's called science. And we must never neglect it. For all spiritual explanations, we have science to support us. So think for a moment. Our spirit is magnetism. It's energy, and this spirit and this body join in that same energy. This energy that is in our spiritual body accumulates the negative energies that we gather and bring to ourselves. We gather this negative energy, and at the same time as we gather it, it expands. Have you seen what a magnetic vibration can do to a water molecule? Didn't see it? Put a glass of water in the microwave and turn the microwave on. What happens to the water when you turn it on inside the microwave? Water boils, water heats up. And so is the magnetism that we acquire for our physical body in our power centers. And the water in our cells starts vibrating differently, vibrating in tune with the energies we pick up. And at the same time, with that, the time this negative vibration stays within our body, the body vibrates and influences the body cells, physical body that are close to it. That's where illnesses spring from. That negative load, which you didn't take care of, that you didn't treat, is that negative charge that will create in you the disease, the cancer, another disease in the stomach, a gastritis. And then, for example, that anxiety, that anguish you feel, it goes, bringing negative energies and gathering west in the chakra. Gastric, right? Anxiety, depression, they come down here to the chakras. That's why the pain, the anguish, we have problems with gastritis, ulcers, esophagitis, reflux. What's that? Usually they are energies that you cultivated, negative energies of anxiety, of depression that accumulate here. In this area, the gastric chakra, these energies, through their disharmonic vibrations, they alter the cells and cause the cells to become sick. We always talk on these topics. So if you're curious about this, keep following us every Sunday. Catch up on our past shows. Keep watching. Every Sunday we talk a little bit about this. So unlike health, illness does not appreciate a clean house, airy, adorned with love and peace. What isn't in a clean house? It's about the energies we acquire. And then we end up neglecting this dirty house that is our body, our spirit. And that's where the disease takes hold. There's a big difference between being sick and being ill. This here is something fundamental, isn't it? It is essential for you to start understanding and changing your actions. Some people nurture illness, claiming I am sick. Look at the power you're putting into those words. I am sick, so it's over. You can already expect, I always like to say, so you're already expecting the death of the physical body. Disembarkation, you've already said you're ill. You're already condemning yourself at this moment to a pain that will never pass. Because the matter of being ill, saying you're ill, is a thing of your spirit. It's something inside you. If you say I am, that's it. My battery is dead. It's an adjective you're giving yourself. So you have to change that immediately. you have to change this scenario. Change this phrase of yours. I might be sick. I am sick, but I am never ill. I'm never sick. I am. I'm going through a moment that I will resolve and will heal. I will heal because I am not. And the being is very strong. It's something definitive. If I am, I am. Now, if I'm here, I'm going through it. Look at what he says here. Look, be careful with that. Those who consider themselves ill define their own nature. Something permanent and therefore with reduced chances of changing. I already say you can't even change because if you are sick, you can't change. I don't even like to give it a chance. If you're saying you are, then you are, right? But whoever is sick, who is sick, reveals a temporary, fleeting condition. Who is, remains. Who is here, leaves this condition at any moment. Never think or say, I am ill. Just say, I'm feeling unwell. Oh, but I am here, Fonseca, with terminal cancer. So what? Do you think it will not pass? Do you think all of this is not just a passing moment in your life? Do you think you will enter the spiritual world and not be healed immediately? Or will it take time, but you will be healed? Your very spirit. Do you still not understand that we are immortal beings? That we are spiritual beings having bodily experiences? We are spiritual beings having bodily, material experiences. We are not material, so everything material will end one day, but the spiritual won't. Why is that so important? My dear brother, my dear sister, listen to this. It's so important for you to let go of all things material, to strip away everything that is of the material body, the pains, anguish, depression, unhappiness. You have to let go of that, because when you enter the spiritual world, you do not carry these negative burdens, that you only carry the positive charges, the positive things, the good things you've done in your life. Leave the negative things here, and we'll take with us only what is good, what is wonderful. I talked a bit about NDE in the last episode. If you missed it, go back and watch last week's episode. NDEs are the near-death experiences that we people have. For example, for a few seconds, they need to be resuscitated because the physical body, so they have experiences sometimes seconds on earth, but lasting months in the spiritual plane, spiritual, and always report the same experiences. When you enter the spiritual world, even if only momentarily through near-death experiences, you feel tremendous peace. Do you feel the love that vibrates in the spiritual world? Do you feel God's wisdom? It's different, my dear brother. It's different from suffering. It's different. We have an NDE, near-death experience, that I mentioned last week. The sister says like this. Look, if I have to return to earth, I have to experience earth's sensations again. Can't I return to earth? With all this love here, why would I live there like that? So we are here on earth and we need the sensations. We are here to learn, to evolve. And when we go back there, we'll bring the experiences, the sensations, the love we received, the love we gave. So we have to cultivate this. Meanwhile, if you keep bringing negativity to yourself, only negative experiences, when you return, what will you take with you? Just negativity, your negative experience, your frustration, your anxiety, your depression. No, my dear brother, my darling, let's cultivate good things, positive thoughts. Let's let those negative energies go. Get rid of it. And then when you let go of that, you'll see how Dr. Jesus will work in you, how the healings, the treatments you so dearly need will come to you. They'll make a new person out of you, a new life, a new journey when you start removing the negative things from you.